Curtis Selby's time, breaking down the stories every view will unwind. From left to right, we'll see the light. It's balance, we're chasing, no fighters fight. Curtis Selby talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Selby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The combos you need. The combos you need. Insights, it's on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The convo's unique. Curtis Selby, talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Selby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The combos you need. The combos you need. The combos you need.
Oreo, ba-dee-ba-doo. That's what we learn in the school. Yes, totally wrong culture. But then I advertised this as a Russo-Finnish film. I learned to my chagrin that this is mostly just a Russian film. But it still kind of has some aspects of some of that, you know, bordering on Russian, but not really Russian kind of stuff. I was saddened to find out that even though Baba Yaga is in this film, Keanu Reeves is not. So I come to you in shame and trepidation. Yes, we're going to do a watch party of a movie that was famously riffed by MST3K, Jack Frost. Or, let's see if I can find it in the Russian. Jack Frost in Russian. Nope. No, I want it in the Cyrillic. I can read it better that way. Anyway, Father Frost. Papa Marajko, or whatever the hell that would be in Russian. I should know, but I don't. I suck. So, let's do the housekeeping things. Let's please like, share, subscribe, all that spiffy stuff. I think most of you are members. If not, maybe consider it. But, you know, I understand if you don't. I have a goal up because, you know, that's just me. Right now I have the goal 5 super chats, and I'll do a stream Tuesday, but, you know, I might change that if you guys would rather put it. If you want to come on and riff, maybe I'll just have a super chat and let everybody who does a super chat just come on here and riff if they want to. I also have a poll. Would you like me to keep doing watch parties of MST3K or Rift Films Sans Riffers 25% of you voted no. Nobody voted yes. 25% of you voted for members or subs only. 50% of you said you liked turtles. So very, very good stuff there. Very good stuff. Okay, well, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Tim is quoting MST3K. Is this a biopic of Holly Hobbie? He also has the moon is out. There's plenty of light. Chernobyl's on fire. It's great. And I also shared one MST3K line. These names are all Russian for Alan Smithy. Hail to thee, JPRPH1. I am assuming that you voted for I Love Turtles. And ahoy, Accounting Sheep. Loved your song. Sorry for your friend. I have no idea what to expect here. Could be comedy, could be horror, could be a musical. Well, it's an English dubbed Russian film about the Russian version of Jack Frost. I think this one goes better with riffers. But I think we're going to be able to provide the riffing. And if need be, I have looked up a few of the lines from the actual MST3K. If I'm sober enough, maybe I'll throw out some of those riffs myself. All right. Let's stop the music. It's giving me a headache. Not tonight. I have a headache. All right. And we've got Jim's Landscape, LLC, Commodore. We salute the Commodore. Hello. Howdy, howdy. I hope you are doing well. Accounting Sheep, Russian film. Check. I'll break out the antidepressants. Dobry den. And Suzanne, meet you all the way, Susanna, yeah. You all know the drill. You know what? I should put my Cosme up in the chat. Haha, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. Where is my Cosme? Have I finally gone crazy? Yes, I have. I have indeed gone crazy. So let's go to, not StreamYard, we go to YouTube, which has shifted. 20% of you say, yes, we should do more of these watch parties. 20% say no. 20% say for members or subs only. 40% of you say, I like turtles. All right. No, I don't want to start a poll. Please join us on the Cosme. On the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. And all the women ran away screaming. Pin this to the top of the chat like I should have done. So at the top of the chat, you should see a link to the Cosme. I'll give you guys a few minutes to join us there, since I was silly enough not to have it up to begin with. That didn't sound right. Anyway, all right, Accounting Sheep, Russian film with a tragic ending. Everybody dies. Russian film with a happy ending. Everybody dies, but they're okay with it. I'll have you know, I have seen Russian comedies where nobody died. Where not many people died. Yeah, there we go. Meet you all the way, Susanna, yeah, meet you all the way. And the poor old Accounting Sheep is thinking, I heard enough of your goofy singing yesterday. Stop it. I'm just having the hold music for you guys. Okay, 3 of you are in here. I'll wait for at least another of you to get in here. So we have Accounting Sheep. We have Susanna, yeah. I remember seeing this many, many years ago. You know what? I think I will look up the IMDb. Surely it's on there. of Russian Jack Frost. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Wikipedia's got it. I don't know that IMDb does. Oh, it does. It does. Morozhko, also known as Frosty, otherwise known as Father Frost, otherwise known as Jack Frost. Starring lots of people with Russian names. And the IMDb page has almost nothing to say about this. Wow. Evidently, we don't like Russian films on IMDb. It was released in 1964 in Russia. Evidently, it was released in 2020 in the United Kingdom and has a runtime of 44 minutes. I found it on YouTube. Morozhko. Yes. I don't think this one has the riffers from MST3K, does it? At least my intent was to have it without the riffers. We'll see. We'll see. I thought I'd previewed it, but maybe I've finally gone crazy. All right, we got 4 people in here. I will begin zip playing. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feast your eyes on Morozhko. Let me know if I need to turn up or the music or turn it down. I thought this might be a better one for Morozhko. Cyrillic, it's your problem. Imvulyanya. Sirensky. I can't remember some of my Cyrillic. I'm starting to forget it. Eanka. Konevsky. Okazhor. Or is it Okrzyzov? Okrzyzov, I think. I don't know. I need to go back into practicing it. Even if I never get the language down, I can at least keep my Cyrillic, right? But I've decided that it was also kind of a Halloweenish film because it does have the hideous demon witch hag Baba Yaga. I do notice that they did not play these credits for MST3K, so the credits are actually novel and new to me. Ivan! I could read Ivan. Starik? Atajon? Or is it Amazon? Eh. Do. Hey, 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 hey. Nothing like a good Russian film to bring good Americans together. Everybody saying hello to each other. It's wonderful. I do hope this has English. Oh, Mystery Science Theater spared us of this. The horror. Oh, this is how MST3K starts. With this is actually pretty good photography for 1964. Just saying. So we've got some Good Day for Night going here. Don't come around here no more. Whatever you're looking for. Oh my God, it's my ex-wife and the daughter we might have had together if God hated me. He died with his boots off. I always felt sorry for this poor guy. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, subtitles. Yes, PvP. Good idea. And it is, in fact, commie propaganda. Actually, it's not. It's just she's a welder by day and a knitter by night. Let's see if they've got. I don't know if it's. They're not available. Sorry. I'll turn it up. Yeah, the first plot point is knitting a stocking. We're in for a wild ride. You know, I don't think I like Russo Finnish stepmoms. Hey, 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 hey. Knit your stupid stocking. I'll knit your stupid stocking. Hello, this is the Sun. Your call is important to us. If you'll stay on the line. Well, there's going to be catastrophes throughout the world, but that's okay. We'll put we'll put everything on hold while you knit your sock. Tim, I'm trying to remember if I posted that on Twitter or on Facebook. I'm assuming Facebook at some point, if you saw it. How about some love for the rooster? This is a test of the emergency broadcast chicken. Yeah, I really just don't think I like Russo Finnish stepmoms. Oh, this was when they said this is a test of your emergency broadcast chicken. I need to share less stuff on Facebook so I can find the other stuff that I shared. It's a beautiful world we live in, a sweet romantic place. Ah, here it is. The way they show they care. It's a beautiful world. There you go, William. There you go. I I found it, and yeah, I mean it's it's a difficult thing because I'm for legal and regulated immigration. I really am, but I'm not for just let everyone. Don't worry, mother. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. I do not remember this from MST3K. What happens when we choose our first female pope? They didn't translate this song. I'm assuming it's about how all the chicks dig Yvonne, which is the guy. Yep, yep, all the chicks dig Yvonne. No one fights like Yvonne, no one spits like Yvonne, no one gets lusted by female popes like Yvonne. Holy crap. They spared us the music in Mystery Science Theater, I'm assuming because they knew that nobody knew Russian. I can usually pick out a word or two, but I didn't pick out a word of any of that. You know what? I'll just provide my own. I'm a stud with big blonde hair, and all the women love me, but I don't care. I love myself the most of all. I'm Russo Finnish, suck my balls. You know, Tim, this prequel to Walton's Mountain is really weird. John. Hey, what the heck? It's got the chat from the other one bleeding over. Oh, some of you are only getting the spinning. Yeah, I can't get the subtitles to work. I'm sorry, guys. Getting a frame a second, no sound. It's very, very quiet. To be fair, the audio and video problems make it more authentically Russian. Maybe I should have just shared the link itself. Okay, so John had to reboot to get sound back for himself. Connie's in. Hail, Connie. And John is sharing Drifting Through Space and Time. It's Human Schnauzer. Don't worry, William. Knowing what happens makes little difference in this film. So he takes the clubs and literally throws them into space. It's kind of like the Incredible Hulk. They're all distributing the stolen purple bread. Let's see if I can at least turn up the no, that's the volume is as high as it goes. He threw the club so far that they won't come down till next winter. That's odd. Hail Tim. We also have no idea how to make a film. Oh, this was a Finnish Russian co-production. Sorry. The film that dares to ask the question, will he find the dwarf? Somebody's done a few too many shrooms. Yes, in Soviet Russia, insert joke here. In my country, people dress like mushroom. In your country, people get high on mushroom. That's what he said. Yes, Tim, you did take some mushrooms by mistake. Goofy scene, silly scene, ha 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 ha. Goofy, silly, stupid scene. Good one, John. Sharing the vodka. Silly scene, goofy scene, ha 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 ha. A little mushroom guy is really pissing me off now. Yes, Tim. I love this episode. Sadly, I do think maybe the Mystery Science Theater version is better, only because with the riffing, you don't really need to know what's going on. John. The little mushroom guy is annoying. So that's why capitalism's better, because you actually have to do what you're told to do. What crap? The Sword and the Dragon, or Sampo. I don't think I've seen the Sword and the Dragon, or I have, but I think it's been so long. But the Sampo, the Day That the Earth Froze, that's a classic. I mean, I know the other one is too, but the Sword and the Dragon. Very cryptic. Yes, this is better watched with mushrooms. So he's going into a cave, and there are birds. Suishinuya. Throw a yellow feather into the old oak tree. Yeah, I've got a little bit of Bermudan in front of me too, since you have no idea what's happening. Don't worry. Even with subtitles, I don't know that you'd have much better of an idea. Man, the CGI on this was just state of the art. It's bourbon time, bitches. So he kills a bird and just takes the feather. That's not cool. I'm not a smart man, but I know that watching Russo finish films is not the best. Life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you just get attacked by communists. And this was in fact filmed during the Soviet era. This was released in 1964. So yeah, it does explain some of it. My favorite part's the dog, since none of the women showed us their boobs. You gotta dig, dig, dig a little deeper in the well, boys. Dig a little deeper in the well. Hate to tell you this, William, but the dog is the best actor that the film has altogether. That or the chicken. Maybe the bear. The bear's a pretty good actor. Nim, 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 nim. She tries to jump into the river. I need to get streaming. There's so many films I want to share. No, I understand that. I'm only sharing this because I hate everything living. No, I'm just teasing. This was Tim's idea. Blame Tim. But you can vote in the poll and do your best to make sure I don't do this again. Maybe. Where's my YouTube? My YouTube went away. Yeah, my version of the film had involved skinny dipping, but I do blame you, Tim. I do. William feels like jumping into a river. Indeed. Except for myself. So 25% of you say, yes, we should do more such watch parties. 8% of you say no. Kind of wondering who that could be, but that's okay. 25% of you are saying that we should, but only for members or subs only. 42% of you say, I like turtles. Yes, Tim. Jack Frost shows up later. Gorilla says this isn't Jack Frost. It is. Nasty if you or what is it? What is the line? I've forgotten it already. Miss Jackson if you're nasty. Yes, John, that's what you were expecting. I know, I know. As Gorilla would say, equal representation. She's cute, and I bet she has great tits. I'm pretty sure she has pretty decent ones. She does have really beautiful eyes. He's a plowman. Where's the snowman that came to life because his kid plays the magic harmonica? My first name ain't Baby, it's Janet. Miss Jackson if you're nasty. Um, ah, every time I meet a man, he's either married, gay, or a bear. But yes, William switched to his headphones so he can sort of hear the dialogue. And that's the tragic ending of the film. He remains a bear for the rest of his life. The end. Great film, huh? Ding dong, the wicked witch, the old witch, the young little witch. And I think this was the point actually where she said that every time she meets a man, he's either married, gay, or a bear. Tim says she's 77 now, which is, yeah, that sounds about right. William says, and I agree, that this should be on Gorilla's Cringe Stock, which that's a great name for his film, Gorilla's Cringe Stock. Yeah, that'll happen when you snort the right mushrooms. All of nature is weeping because of you. Let's see. John Ponderero. Hey, Frosty, you want some snow, man? Robert Frost, 1963. Nice. He used to do that, but now it's Sunday cinema. You've ruined me for a. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? He did. This was released in 1964. Good one, John. You know, even though this is kind of laughable, there really is a beautiful message here. He's a bear. Make sure he doesn't play with Tom and his entrails will start hanging out. Just think what the West was doing in films in 64. Yeah, this was some years after 2001 A Space Odyssey, if I remember. No wonder the commies lost the Cold War. Hey, to be fair, William, they couldn't have done the film this well without the help of, was it Finland? It doesn't matter. "1968 was 2001. Space Odyssey was 1960. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Math is hard. There's also a great message here. You chase women and they run away. You just don't chase them and they come to you. It does have nice color stock for the time. And I think, considering that it's a foreign film, I actually think this is really well photographed. Yeah, I never did figure out why were the baby bears stealing mushrooms. Kubrick timed it well just before the moon missions. Right. I think it's a little known fact that Kubrick filmed this scene with the little baby bears stealing mushrooms from little girls. Sting is taking his shirt off. I can't remember what the joke was. It was something like that. Hey, Don Corleone is coming through into the woods. Oh no, it's her. Never mind. Why is she mooning her dog? As David Bowie did 2 months before when he released Space Oddity. Yes. Yes, you are bothering us. Go away, silly girl. She is pretty. She really is. I'm making fun of her, but she really is pretty. I would have been happy with her. Now I'm old and it'd kind of be disgusting for her. Anyway. Yeah, he's got the head of a bear. It would be nice to see her boobs, but unless Mystery Science Theater cut that scene out, I don't think it's going to happen. Look out, Russia is invading Hungary. This is a weird scene coming up. Yeah, I know what I just said. She was about 17 or 18 when they made this. Yeah. Oh, nice, John. She was born in 1948. Yeah, sorry, it's a werebear. Thank you, Connie. Thank you. I needed that. I really do kind of need that. Why is she smudging cream dip all over her daughter's face? Tim, you are despicable. Just despicable. I'm so glad I wasn't born there. Yeah, me too. I would have probably grown up in a gulag or something. Don't come around here no more. Tom Petty is not so great in this film. A clown. A clown. Yeah, I would have grown up in a gulag too. Good one, John. Thanks for the nightmares. I'd kind of like some goulash, actually. I saw Tom Petty once. She choked him out. She's a judo champion. Luckily, military family works in my favor. Right, right. Oh, that babe! Looks like Oliver Hardy in drag. Saw him once with the Heartbreakers and once solo. It's like Prince Valium from Spaceballs, only with a big nose. Durr. Duh, duh, duh. Amazing Mark Carney time traveled back in time to appear as the clown. I think I like her better still. I burped. Yep. Maybe arranged marriages were better. What is she doing to him? How long is this film? An hour and 18 minutes. We're 37 minutes in. She's blind. She can't even catch the goose. Tim has a soft spot for the Sword and the Dragon. I send it to a friend who is Russian. When she took a train to a place where she ended up living when she was pregnant with her son at the time. She likes dragons. Nice. And all the kids are laughing at her. Ha ha, it's funny. She almost drowned. Oh, yeah, sorry, Suzanne. Looking back at the poll, no, it hadn't changed. Never mind. Duh. Whoa. Boom chicka wow wow. Okay, this is Approaching Into Darkness is my least favorite film ever. Oh, hey, oh, Reorcs. I have doomed this man to terror. John, that's a good one. So you don't actually have to do a good deed, you just have to have good intentions. This has really got a confusing moral. The Lex Brunengee song. Maybe we should do Lex instead of this. What do you guys think? Maybe I should have added that to the poll. Oh, oh, hombare, yo era, Jerome Brunengee, yo era, hombare, yo era, Jerome Brunengee. Good one, John. That was a freaky movie. Lex actually would be fun to stream. I'm a man again. Clarence! Zuzu's pedals! Zuzu's pedals! Lex is kind of classic. Yeah, most folks don't know it. I mean, let's face it, it was kind of like bordering on soft prone, but don't eat the yellow snow. It's also a Canadian-German co-production. Yes, Lex. Yeah, they're now in the middle of July. I'd be better off dead. Mush was filmed in a Halifax studio. Oh, much was filmed in a Halifax studio. Season 3 was on location in Africa. I guess the rain's down in Africa. I liked season 3 because, or at least I liked the first parts of it because of Nigel Bennett. I'm a big fan of Nigel Bennett. Then it just kind of got weird, but I mean, anyway. But I did I liked season 2 and the beginning of season 3 the best. of that series. The real reason Russia lost the Cold War, their women dressed like clowns. 2 and 3 were the peak. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I didn't watch season 3 all the way to the end. Sadly, I was dating my ex-wife at the time. The dog is definitely the best part of this film. You know, she kind of reminds me a little bit of Cassie. Yes, that's right. I forgot that line. I have bigger balls than you, and I'm neutered. I do not even remember there being a season 4. So 4 had some good episodes, but also some bad ones. Baba Yaga's tiny hut. My ex-wife. William wasn't a fan of how Lex ended. I don't know that I know how it ended. It is a great show. I did like it. I started to watch it here recently, and I can't remember why I stopped. You know, Keanu Reeves looked a lot different back then. William forgets exactly how Lex ended, but he was disappointed. It's Big Bird is a house. You got it. But man, the Russian version of the Lord of the Rings was weird. Goodbye, boys. Have fun storming the castle. Evidently, he's not as strong as a tree. Yeah, this is a part that I never really understood. Why did the trees jump into the house? Damn, now I'm getting hungry for roast. The special effects in this are great. Not. It's the first time I've sat on a shovel. They wanted to be a tree house, but yeah, this would actually be great to watch when you're high or when you're 8, like 6, 7, 8. It's the first time I sat on a shovel, at least from that side. Why is he spanking her? Poor Al didn't ask to be in this film. It's a Christmas miracle. He said no. I caught that. Soviet kink. Hey, he said bye bye. They didn't reverse that film. Take it back. He likes gilfs, I think. No, that was my spring plumage. You're killing me. No. Still, an argument could be made he does a better job than Arnold did in the Batman Forever movie. And like I say, I do mean this. For 1964 Russian photography, this is great. This is a weird scene coming up. You know, if disappearing elf hide and seek were in the Olympics, Finland would be in great shape. And the premise of this movie is that everyone is just nuttier than all get out. Why is Santa stripping? Oh, okay, okay. The original inspiration for Gondalf. The real solution to the Sliakov Pass. The 1964 Russo-Finnish sleigh. Two horsepower. It goes 0 to 60 in 60 years. Like I say, if I'd seen this when I was maybe 6 or 7, I'd have probably really liked this. Oh yeah, that's right. That was Batman and Robin, not Batman Forever. I get them all mixed up because I frankly just don't care after the second one. It's cold. I get it. It's brass monkeys weather. I see. Santa talking about his magic scepter. Oh, I'm creeped out now. And yes, Santa kidnapped her. The night Santa went crazy. The night Santa went insane. This is this is the second weirdest scene in the whole movie. You know, Keanu Reeves didn't work out very much for this film. You should have watched Santa versus Satan when we watched on Gorilla's stream. Merry effing Christmas. It was William's pick. Who's got it going on? And me, that's who. Yeah, I'm more and more I'm kind of seeing why we won the Cold War. It's a Christmas classic, Santa versus Satan. I've seen that one. Mystery Science Theater riffed it. Man, this is how Curtis spends most of his Christmases chasing pigs through the snow. Yes, it's a Mexican film. Great production values. Oh, this can't be good. Hey, it's Kurt Russell. I think this sequel to Sabrina is just not good. Sabrina really let herself go when she got older. You know, Baba Yaga's in D&D. If memory serves, Baba Yaga is one of the older myths. I've raised many a pig. None of them looked like sleighs. Oh, there you go, John. I may just be in my bunk for that one. That's a gingerbread house. You know, when an old guy says you'll be the mistress, Joyous Saint Nicholas. Santa mistress? Oh my. Poor dog. Yeah, I freely admit the dog is the best actor in this whole thing. I'm pretty sure he was nominated for an Oscar for best actor in a foreign film. Hey, she's playing with her. Never mind. Good one, John. Good one. Uh-oh. I win, you lose. She touched Santa's scepter. Is that Salem? Yeah, I think that's Salem. Who let the cat in? Horror. Does she have stalactites growing out of her? It's almost like Sleeping Beauty. Sabrina was pretty good. I like the new one. I never saw the old one. And I like the old Charmed. The new Charmed was okay ish. It wasn't as good, but I did like the old Charmed. The power of three will make Curtis sad because he'll never be with any of them. And rest in peace, Shannon Doherty. The Christmas episodes are great. And this is how the Soviet Navy worked. Little known fact. Who's got it going on, Baba Yaga? Yeah, I like the original series of Charmed. And you're probably talking about Sabrina, which I've never seen the original. I'm lactose intolerant. Oh! She kind of looks like Biden. Oh my God, you're making me into a cannibal. This is terrible. She kissed a pig. I'm petting Cassie right now. She's my love. It's a gingerbread house. До свидания. Oh. You know, I would say this would make a good D&D campaign, but you'd all have to be high. Poor dog. This is so deep and poignant. Uh, and everywhere. Vodka time. Ambient vodka time. That's the power of love. Can't you feel it? And they filmed it, played it in backwards. Okay, why not? I thought he was into me. Poor owl. Give me a few more years and I'll actually be turned on by that. But I've never been turned on by this. Tom Petty really let himself go in his last years. Do you know what I'm really tempted to say would just be bad, so I'll keep it quiet. She's a great beauty. Trouble with cute Russian girls, they get old and turn into babushkas. You know, if I just had about a decade with a beautiful young Russian girl, I might be willing to spend the rest of my time with a babushka. It's not like I'm becoming a prince. Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, the Batmobile lost its wheel, and Joker got away. I'm still dressed like a clown. The Soviets actually thought the West would be impressed? I think so. I really do. I think they were thought we'd be impressed by this. And don't get me wrong, as much as I'm making fun of it, there actually are some cool and beautiful elements to this. I really mean what I say. If I was 6 or 7, this this would be a great film. Now that I'm grown, not so much. Oh, that's bad. Even though I'm 9, it's a bunch of glass. Rotten potatoes. Santa versus Satan is fun at any age. I like it with the Mystery Science Theater riffers. I've never seen it without them, so this is the first time I'm seeing this without the riffers. I want to be stoned. It's either my ex-wife or the daughter we would have had if God hated me. Clowns, blood, and pizza. Excellent production. You need to see the film without a riff. Is that milk and vodka? What is she drinking? Yeah, instead of being attracted, he's appalled by her, which I do love that line. Who is this freak of nature? It's really fun. I love the awful devil makeup too. It makes, yeah, the devil makeup is just so over the top. They did keep this in MST3K. I used to know what Nichivo meant. I should know what it means. Nichivo in Russian. I should know what that means. Nichivo. Nothing. It means nothing whatsoever, to nothing, not a thing. So I'm assuming somebody's saying something about what do they get for their efforts, and somebody was saying Nichivo, we get nothing. It's the Anheuser-Busch Lipizzaners. We get nothing? Sounds like the Soviet citizens. Yes. And John is showing a White Russian being made. You know, I've never had a White Russian. I need to try it someday. One time, maybe I'll tell this story later. When Yvonne is not trying to wreck their sleigh. The king of beers. We eventually used a transvestite to advertise. Is he barking at the horses? The Russians had weird sexual activities. It is beautiful countryside. Don't know that I would want to live there. There you go, John. Little known fact, Baba Yaga was part Native American. When you get back to the homeworld, you may well be sentenced to torture. They're acrobats. Baba Yaga and the human schnauzer. We can see up those. Oh, yuck. Budweiser's the king of beers. Speaking of transvestites, how the Russians viewed how the Americans act. White Russians are great. Wait, you're talking about a drink. I'm talking about a drink, but I saw a very beautiful Russian girl once in my life. I really attempted to tell the story, but since it doesn't have a happy ending, I'll just let it go. Oh, and I forgot to say that Nastinka's sister just got herself a big sled load of whoop ass. Are they in a jail outfit? A witch can't move without her broom. You're going to be stunned and amazed by how this ends. Remember how the clubs were going to come down next spring? It's next spring. Like I say, 6-year-old me would have been just thrilled with this. All that's missing is Jackie Chan. This is how true romance really should be. You know, I know it looks like they have a difficult marriage, but the sex is hot. Hmm. A young Russian woman can be stunning, and I've seen them. I still have no idea what this film is about. No, don't worry about it. It's better if you watch this one drunk. Even at 6, I'd have been bored. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's gonna have a happy ending. I was watching Ray Harryhausen Monsters at 6. You have a point. And John Ponterero says everybody likes a happy ending. She came back with a sleigh run by pigs. Caw, 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 caw. That's a really scary kid. Pigs giving the dog a run for the money. They are. The pigs are probably the next best actors. Babe, yes. That'll do, pig. That'll do. They're going to have sex tonight and it's going to be really boring. Ha 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 ha. We have apples for the feast and weird pies and Russian vodka. Lots of Russian vodka. Whatever's in that scary bowl is probably vodka. Weird Russian peppers. Cheers to the married sex. Konech, whatever that means. All right, so that was. Yes, I watch a lot of Space Ice anymore. Yeah, the pigs were thinking we were movie stars, but the next day they were bacon. Y'all are thanking me. I thank you. I'm glad you all watched it. That was the and that's what happens when you click out of StreamYard instead of out of Cosby. So Moira Kitty, welcome, welcome, meow meow. I, I'm pretty sure you were having a good stream when I left to do this one. I would say though that yours probably did not have weird Russo Finnish witches or pigs or magic cats. Sorry about that. Okay. John, I have to play in the morning. Thanks. Good night. My audio died. Yes, because I exited. PvP says it's the worst film he ever saw. So we've accomplished something. We've shown PvP the worst film he's ever saw. I don't know. I still think I would take this one over the Danielle Craig film. Oh, Cassie. I'm going to have to let Cassie out. Okay. Well, I hope you all had a vaguely enjoyable time. I know it was a terrible film, but that was kind of the point. I'm guessing the poll is just going to have to be that we like turtles. And we'll see what happens next. So, anyway, I'm glad. I hope you at least enjoyed your time, even though it was a terrible film. 5.0, 6.0. Maybe if I was a little more drunk, I'd give it a 6.5. Yes, Danielle Craig, that film was unwatchable. So that film is one of the few films that I would give an FU out of whatever. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you very much for watching Jack Frost. I know that this film may have been Nichivo to all of you, but to me, with the riffing, it's actually quite fun. So we will see you later. Tomorrow I'll be working. The next day I'll be working. Who knows what will happen Tuesday? God bless all of you and have a wonderful evening.